Hi, I'm Kelsey with the Tigard Police Department, and this is our digital newsletter for October 2022. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. It is recognized in October every year, and we want to devote this entire edition of our video newsletter to this very important issue. Detective Kriston Rennell is here with me today, and Detective, I think this is something that oftentimes people think, oh, domestic violence is something that happens to someone else. But really, this is a widespread issue that affects our neighbors, our family members, our friends. What would you say about that?
Because of the nature of domestic violence and it being a situation of power and control, it really could affect anyone across the board. Neighbors, like you said, family members, people that we work with. So it affects a lot of people.
And you can have the range of what that looks like too, right? From maybe a verbal abuse situation to very serious physical domestic violence. And this is something that you see a lot.
Absolutely. Quite frankly, it actually can start very mild with just some control issues, some verbal abuse, controlling over money, the children, the household things, and then it slowly can transform into physical abuse.
And when it comes to people who are victimized by an abuser, sometimes the questions that you hear are why doesn't the victim just leave? If they're in this bad situation, why don't they walk away?
That's a really good question, and the answer is actually very simple. Oftentimes there are children involved. Oftentimes there's a huge financial situation, whoever owns the home or whomever's on the lease. And there's just a lot of control. There's a lot of isolation that occurs. So a victim can feel actually very alone and feel as though they have nowhere to go, and oftentimes embarrassed now that they're in this situation.
Embarrassment, and I would imagine fear too.
Absolutely. You know, quite frankly, the most dangerous time for a victim is when they're trying to leave.
So we want to make sure we share some resources with people about domestic violence, and you can see those links here up on your screen. One of them is our page for the police department. It's tigard-or.gov/domestic violence. We also want to refer you to the partners that we work with who are also experts in this field. The Domestic Violence Resource Center is a very important one, the Family Justice Center of Washington County, and also the Sexual Assault Resource Center. Kriston, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And every month we also take a look back at our calls for service. In September, we had 2,924 calls for an average of 97 police calls every day. And finally, we want to direct you to some of the ways you can connect with us on social media. And one of them is on YouTube. You can find us at Tigard Police, and we hope you subscribe to our channel because we have a lot of videos there that tell you more about the services we provide, who we have in our department, crime prevention resources, surveillance video, a lot of different options there. We also have a playlist just for videos that have subtitles in Spanish. We hope you check it out again at Tigard Police.